Hey everyone, it's Barbara Teckle here. So, for those of you who are maybe new to my channel and may not know me, I am an author of two children's books and two memoirs, and soon to be my third. I'm also an oracle reader and guide, helping and encouraging women to pause, listen, and capture what matters to their souls so that they can live more meaningful lives because we need more women in the world living meaningful lives, right? And doing what matters to their hearts. So today, I want to talk to you about a book that I am reading that is so delightful and so up my alley because it's about animals and the lessons that they teach us. So I wanted to share that today. And at the end, I will be sharing an oracle reading also with a message from the animals. So for me personally, and what my books are about is, for me, it's been dogs as the main animals that have helped me to grow and evolve in ways that I never imagined that I could. Never could I have imagined how my life was going to unfold because of the lessons I've learned from dogs and some other animals in my life. So I've been truly blessed in that way. And I apologize if the video is a little dark, but it is so bright here today. We've had a snowstorm, and the sun is just glaring off of the snow. And it's also very, very frigid here today, way below zero. So I'm sorry it's a little dark, but hopefully you can see me well enough. So, the book that I want to share with you today, and maybe some of you have heard of it if you're animal lovers, is How to Be a Good Creature. I just love that title, How to Be a Good Creature. I want to make sure that the spotlight there, the light isn't glaring on that. I just love the cover too with all the different animals. So, I want to read just a small portion of the introduction here that really resonated with me. And it's by Cy Montgomery. She's written several other books about animals. So just being with an animal is edifying, for each has a knowing that surpass human understanding. I just loved these next few sentences. A spider can taste the world with her feet. A cricket can sing with his legs and listen with his knees. A dog can hear sounds above the level of human hearing and can tell you if you're upset even before you're aware of it yourself. Oh boy, have I had that experience in my life, especially with my dog. I now share my life with Gidget. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's what I'm writing about in my new memoir. And then her next line is knowing someone who belongs to another species can enlarge your soul in surprising ways. And it's so very true. And I have had some wonderful experiences and wonderful teachings from the dogs in my life, and three of them of which have special needs. And also, I've had a very powerful teaching from a snake, a horse named Ali, and a white wolf named Leola. And that's all of which I'm writing about in my new memoir called I'm Fine Just the Way I Am. So, while not all these teachings were easy, and like I said, some were difficult and painful, I look back now, and even though some were difficult, I can really see with clarity now their purpose of helping me. And I'm very grateful, very, very grateful. So, another section of the introduction that Cy writes about in her book, I especially giggled at this portion of the book, was when one day she announced to her parents that she was really a horse. I think anybody who's been an animal lover, I'm sure I did something like this when I was a little girl. I do recall, on a sideline here, I do recall my best friend, Kelly, when we were growing up in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Um, we both love stuffed animals so much, and each of us just had many, many different animals. And I still have this clear picture in my mind of being at our house one day when we took all our animals and gathered them together. That was like one of the happiest days of my life, being surrounded by all those stuffed animals. Because to us, they were real, they were real and they comforted us. So back to Cy and telling her parents that she was really a horse. So as she was galloping and she was neighing and she was tossing her head like she was a horse, her father encouraged her by calling her Pony. She had asked her father to please call her Pony, and he agreed to do so. But it was her mother who was very concerned with how society would view her, and she really wished that her little girl would pretend to be a fairy or a princess. And her mother really feared that her daughter might have a mental defect thinking she was a horse. How that was different from being a fairy or princess, I don't know. But I really had to chuckle out loud because her mother had taken her to the pediatrician and she had shared with the doctor her worries that, Cy thought she was a horse. And the doctor assured her, she's going to outgrow this, no big deal, right? Well, to her mother's dismay, Cy did outgrow thinking she was a horse, but it was one day when she revealed that she was really a dog. That really, really made me laugh. So, Cy speaks and writes so eloquently in this book about the many animals that she has been honored to spend time with, watching them and observing them and studying them, that she began to really understand that this is a real world. Animals have so much to teach us. And she said, out of her ordinary human sensory range, because animals have a language all of their own. Nature has a language all of its own, but all of it is trying to help us humans live better, peaceful lives. So she would come to discover that animals could take us to these wild places within ourselves. And I have truly experienced the same thing. Now, I may not have gone out into the wild, all the different places that Cy has gone. But animals truly do want to share their insight with us, which is Cy's belief as well as mine. I truly believe that. So while I'm not finished reading the book, this is a book I have on loan from the library, from my local library. I am going to be getting a copy of this for my library because I know I'm going to want to look at it in the future. And I just have to say, some of these illustrations in here are just so adorable. I just love, this is Christopher Hogwood. Sorry, you probably didn't hear me. This is Christopher Hogwood. And that was a pig she shared her life with. So while, this book can really be for adults or for children, I think children would get a big kick out of this too. It might be fun for a parent to read with their child. So as I said, I'm going to be adding this to my collection, and I'm just really savoring each chapter. I'm about halfway through. And I was going to wait to share till I was done, but I have no doubt the rest of the chapters are just as delightful as all the chapters I've read so far. But I really believe that, animals are here on the planet with us to help heal ourselves. They're here to help us see that we can heal ourselves and that together we can coexist and we can find peace. It's really something that I believe. So now I turn to the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. And while I know some people may roll their eyes at me thinking there's no way we're going to ever have world peace, but it's something that I hold on to in my heart. I have to. It's something I believe in. And I know it's a big endeavor. And I truly believe it will happen one day. I'm not sure it'll happen in my lifetime, but I definitely want it for our younger generation. I definitely want that. And I know it's going to take time. And I believe that it takes each of us doing our own personal work. So in that light, I wanted to ask the Spirit Animal Oracle. What I asked it is, what is it we most need to know to achieve peace within so that we can positively, those that are here walking this earth right now, so that we can positively affect those around us? And that positiveness will ripple out in a positive vibration to everyone around us. And the card I pulled, what a perfect card, is Groundhog Spirit. I'm trying to be careful to not place the card in front of my face or you can't hear me. So Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. And I immediately saw this card as it's time to let go of past pain that has kept us stuck, that has held us prisoner, that no longer works. It just doesn't work. We have to let go of that. We have to find a way. And it's about facing those shadows that keep us feeling trapped, that we're being encouraged. Groundhog is encouraging us to find the courage to see and work with our shadow in order to find inner peace. And it's really time. It's time to let go of shame. It's time to let go of blame and guilt. And when you think about the groundhog, when it sees its own shadow, it retreats into its den, right? So I see groundhog as saying to us and encouraging us that in order to face what we have felt hurt by in the past, that we have to go within also. And we have to find in our hearts forgiveness in order that we can start anew, and in order that we can finally let go of what no longer serves us, so that we can move forward in a more positive way. And not only is that going to benefit us personally, but it's going to benefit those around us, our friends and our family and our community, and then the world at large for both human and animals. So I think we should really listen to what Groundhog has to say. And again, this book, How to Be a Good Creature, has so many beautiful lessons in how we can really pay attention to what the animals in our lives are trying to teach us, and that this is real, that they have so much insight to offer us. So thanks for listening, and I will be back again soon with another video. And until then, take good care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.